nobody can talk to you no more after that. Because again, what can you say to me? I've taken, and again, the 400 meters in my mind is a sprint now. It's no longer a middle distance or whatever. I told them, if you look at the way now, the rest of the world runs the 8, the 15. I mean, I said to them, jump, David Reducer has changed the way
800 and the 15.
As it looks to
me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because these guys ain't jogging no more. This is full-out sprint.
Yeah.
So for me, they have now changing the dynamics of the sport, because you would say to yourself, these are middle distance events and you got to pace. No pace much.
They're sprinting from the box.
So for me, like I said again, for him to take all of the sprint races, that clearly tells
he's that guy.
You are better than almost all of your competition. And you know, you would see somebody do the 1 to 2 because it's always normal.
Yeah, it's always.
But to scratch out and do the 4.
But Donovan, this boy, Xavier, let me tell you, women in sports have a 5K, 10K run in Grand
Tour. He did that last week.
He did that last week. And this boy came in first in a 10K. So that means he can even run distance if he wants to. So he has the endurance.
The thing is this: he's an athlete. And, and you know what's crazy enough? He'll tell you he lives on the ridge. So to go play with his friends every day, he has to come down. He has to come down. So either if I ain't gonna ride, how I can come down? I running down or I walking down. So he's getting that in. So for me personally, to see him go from, like you say, 1, 2, 4, and even scratch it up to a 10K.
Yeah.
And I mean 10K
and that's
running,
raw
not
talent.
even.
That's raw talent. That's not no play talent. That's raw talent. And imagine now, once you get in a proper program and you can kind of streamline what it is he does.
Because he has to decide 1, 2 or 1, 2, 4.
And but listen, what was crazy enough, we had some scouts here, and the 400 meters, he gets out. He's chilling in the back. The rest of the crowd is already gone. So he's like, maybe I would say, use the tents for instance. Right now we see the light pole. He was here. The other athletes was at the first tent right here. Right. Wow. He's in the back just cruising. And the gentleman says, "Man, he can easily do a sub 40 whatever."
Yes.
He makes his break from there, and that's it. And when he breaks, he leaves the rest of the field.
Caught them all on the curve.
Come off the curve, and he's just cruising into the finish.
Wow.
He's
comfortable in his speed.
Yes.
And he knows he has the endurance already because of that 10K
So when we spoke with him, I asked him, he said, "Man, I wasn't worried because I know what I could do."
Yeah.
He said, "The athletes got out in front of me, that's fine. I didn't allow them to get too far, but I know when to break. So at the end of the day, once I catch them, they're not going to keep up with me because I know what I can do."
He has the speed.
He has some serious closing, crazy closing speed. He does.
He can close out.
His start is a bit, I think he needs to develop a faster start coming out of the blocks. But he has some crazy closing speed.
How did he fare in the 100 though?
Oh, he won that race.
Yes.
There wasn't even a chest at the line.
Wow.
The 200 same way.
The
200 meters, he was clearly ahead of the rest of the field. He had at least the 100 meters. I say it was a little bit closer. It wasn't no big lead, but he wasn't contested in a sense. The 200 meters
wasn't pushed.
Was going. And I'm going to talk about the 4. So to me, like I said again, his start, he reminds me of Usain Bolt. You know, to the point where if Usain Bolt's start is on point,
you can't catch him.
You can't catch him.
But he has the speed. As he gets out of his drive phase and he comes up, he has the power to close. So even if his start is bad, he has that recovery to where he can actually make it up. And you would think where the 200 meters is more so of a race that you can fix an issue. The 100 meters, you don't have that opportunity.
You don't have that time.
So
start, I believe, behind.
If he can put a proper race together and get his start on point all the time, problems.
Yeah, he has to work on his start.
He's going to be problems for anybody else if he can work on his start, get his start together. But like I said again, I mean, watching his team, propel his team to the 4x1, they won the 4x1. The 4x4, they got bronze. But I believe, had he got the baton on the third leg, because he ended it, had he got it at a more reasonable time, I think that would have made for a grand showing because he have the closing power to be able to run down any athlete on this field.
But that's one to watch.
No, listen, and everybody knows what we have in Love Joseph. He's our Carifta medalist in the 1500. No, not 15. The street of the 5,000. And for him, talking with him, he said the 15. That was his first time. performing in front of a crowd such as that. So he had the jitters and he didn't quite, focus on the race as he should. But regrouped himself, got to the 5,000 that he was supposed to do. He could have, he said, he felt as if he definitely could have gotten second had he just really, put his race together better.
Right.
So I said, what a difference a year makes. That was last year. This year here now, you have the opportunity to go back and improve on what you did last year. Because at the end of the day, you know within yourself what you're capable of. You go back to your coach and say, Coach, this went wrong in the race. This is what we need to work on. And that's basically how any coach should put it together with their athletes in terms of how we get this going.
Donovan, Sean, I want to pick up something on what Donovan said a while ago with respect to the support and the crowd and how important it is for the supporters to turn up to these events, to support the athletes. Because you want to give them the environment that when they go to a Carifta, they are in their comfort zone. So the horns blaring and the crowd shouting, they would have gotten that at their national championship. So going out there to perform in front of a crowd like that, it's easy. So support is definitely crucial. And if you aren't here this morning as yet, make your way over to the National Stadium. We still have a few more events left. And we need your support. The athletes need your support so that we can affirm and continue to support them as they perform at exceedingly high levels.
I think we're a bit spoiled now when it comes to bringing it live to you on Facebook, via social media and on the radio. They just sit home and they're comfortable watching instead of coming down in the stands.
Yeah, see, because
and being here.
Years going, this would have been jam-packed. Like, we've always been a sporting nation. We always support this. Like, especially in Grand Turk, when there's sports. I mean, same thing here in every other island. When there's sports, that particular place that is being held, it's jam-packed. But like she said, kudos to Sports Commission and TCISS. They've now made this to the point where before you can only hear it via airways. Now you got a chance to sit at home, or if you can't make the trip and your child is performing and you're at your desk, you can Zoom. You can
log in.
Yes.
You see, so this for me, I still feel like at the end of the day, it gives the average fan a avenue to how to be able to tune in and see it. We would love to have them in the stands, but again, still watching, still be able to say to your child, "Mommy see you run, Daddy see you run. I saw what you did." So that also to me still helps to bring this to the length and breadth of the Turks and Caicos Islands.
But it still beats nothing like being in the stand.
Oh, definitely.
I mean,
sure. You mentioned it a while ago with respect to the rivalry.
Yeah.
You get the rivalry in the stands too.
Oh yeah, trust me.
You get the rivalry in the stands,
But interesting enough, no matter what happens, whether airways or not, when we had the Inter-High, there's a group of people that always come to support North Caicos.
Okay, the Green Machine. They're always here.
When I say they're here with the pots. They're here with the horns.
They're here.
They're screaming for the team, no matter what. They are always here doing that. We used to have the same thing with HJ. These fans travel with their schools to be able to help and cheer them on. So those are some of the things that we continually want to see for our athletes, to be able to have that support system. As we say again, guys, to the top of the field, we have the boys 8-13 long jump. We have this is finals, and we have conclusion now. The girls 8-9 long jump, that's now done. But still going on right now is the boys high jump.
And that's the only thing that's going on right now.
Yes, that's the only thing going on right now. Some field events. We're just waiting to conclude the conclusion of this, and then we should have some more track events on the way. But again, while they're waiting, Sharon, again, just letting you and Mr. Baxter know if you're feeling it. There's an invitational, just saying. That's just putting it back out there again.
Just leave it hanging right out there.
History
drop that and hang that right out there.
History could be in the making.
Right there hanging. Whatever you say.
Whatever it is, leave it there.
Leave it right there hanging.
Got you.
Ain't biting on that one, Donovan. This fish ain't biting that, I can tell you. So, anybody else who want to and feel like they could do it? No. So that's
It could be history in the making.
But we definitely want to see what's going on, and we definitely want to get into more of the sporting stuff. But again, we're only now awaiting the field events, and once that clears, we can definitely go into what we call the sexy races, the 4x1,
the marquee races.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The athlete from Elijah Simons had attempted, no.
Yeah, having some difficulty clearing at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that height.
And these athletes jumping on bad.
Yeah.
You know, what my day I used to have to jump in was sandpit.
Oh my goodness. Watch the landing.
Yeah, when you jump in. Oh,
that's a
that
good
athlete
clearance.
from
That's Doris Robinson.
Doris Robinson, right?
Yes, Doris Robinson.
He got low ways to go. He flopped over that
Good
bar.
height.
You can see it.
Good clearance.
And now that they've like I said, they changed back to a point system. It's good for the youngsters where you can enter a race and you know that you will contribute
Right.
to your school.
Right.
Whereas if you're not even in the top 3,
The
you can't
medal
get.
contention. Right.
Yes. We're currently seeing Miss Donna, the coach for the owner Glenda. She's already enjoying herself and dancing.
That.
Yes.
Well, of course, definitely she does.
He has reason to that.
Yes. And she's letting us know that she is a qualified coach,
Right.
even though she's the PE teacher for the Una Clinton Primary School in Grand Talk. She is a certified coach. She knows her stuff, I can tell you. I can vouch for Miss Donna because from the time she's been here at the Una Clinton, I've seen the progress of her athletes and the fruits.
Definitely, and she's been working
yes,
with them. Definitely,
from
she's
her
been
work.
working with them.
Yes. So they put in a lot of work there at the Una Clinton.
It's a good
Right.
jump from the athlete from Una Clinton.
Yes.
Cleared the height. Not sure what the height is at the moment, but we're going to seek to get that information for you.
I know the Honorable Timad Butterfield probably must be doing cartwheels. And I'm sure he must have been down here because they're having the opening of the Houses of Assembly in
definitely.
Grand Talk, and they're finally moved into the NJS Francis, the Honorable NJS Francis building.
Yeah, the new opening, yes,
The
that's exactly
new
what they
opening
have.
this morning, that's going on now. That's why we're not live on Radio Talks and Cakes. That takes precedence over everything else. And I'm sure the Honorable Tima Butterfield probably is in attendance and not able to be down here watching his athletes, his children that he called them, performing well, very well down here in and I must make mention, Donovan, my Canon Kendall on Sunday in church spoke about Ona Glenton and Eliza Simons and said that he was brave enough to say that Ona Glenton was the best school.
He said that from the
Yes, he
pulpit, as it were.
did. Yes, and he almost, got run out of the church.
Wow.
So now he's off island attending a function in Nassau, and he WhatsApped me and he said to me, I'm off island, what is the standings?
Yes.
So I sent him the standings of the points yesterday.
What did he say?
And I let him know that Ona Clinton is in the lead. I didn't say anything about Eliza Simons. So he wrote back and he said, what about Eliza Simons? And I gave him the points and I said, they're in 6 points. He writes back to me and say, have my deepest sympathy.
Oh my goodness.
I said, okay, I'm with you on this one. But that's what you talk about, competitiveness
Right,
and the rivalry in Grand Talk. You know, it's between Ona Clinton and Eliza
Simons.
Simons.
Right now, they're marshalling some athletes on. We seem to have some more relays that are about to go on. So I'm just waiting to get the official word in terms of which age group this is and what.
I think this is under 11 I ever run in this race.
Oh, you do?
So viewers, you need to excuse me.
No problem. Not a problem, man.
Stand, so
Definitely. Not a problem.
Record.
Not a problem, man.
You can record from right here sitting down.
Maybe I won't be able to contain my excitement.
You have a daughter in this race.
Right. She's running the second leg.
The second leg.
Kaylee Baxter, there she goes.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I have two. Kaylee Baxter ran earlier.
Okay.
Thelma Lightburn.
Okay, the athlete from Ona Clinton is now making another attempt.
Yeah. It didn't clear.
Didn't clear. Did not clear the height. But on the track right now, there's the 400. There's like a 4x1. I'm trying to get the. Yes, this is event girls event 25, girls 10 to 11, 4x1 relay. In lane 1, we have Adelaide Amlo. In lane 2, we have Osita Jolly. In lane 3, Richmond Hill. In lane 4, Una Clinton. In lane 5 is Enid Capron. In lane 6, Eliza Simons. In lane 7, we have Elite School. And in lane 8, we have Thelma Liburn.
Back after a lunch break.
All right, guys, and we're back here. Again, on the track, this is event 25, girls 10 to 11, 4x1 meter relay. Again, in lane 1, Adelaide Amlo. In lane 2, Osita Jolly. In lane 3, Richmond Hills. In lane 4, Una Clinton. In lane 5, Enid Capron. In lane 6, Eliza Simons. In lane 7, Elite School. In lane 8, Thelma Liburn.
So this is on the 11th?
Yes, this is on the 11.
I'm trying to go over in my mind the prelims yesterday to see who I think can win this race. But
I would go out on a limb and say Ona Clinton, but
okay.
it was a close one yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. The wind is picking up out here.
Yes, definitely. You can see that the flakes in the middle of the field shows you that that is definitely picking up. All right, guys, we're just waiting for the start of this particular race. We have a yellow flag here. Now we have a white flag at the start. Okay, we have a white flag all around. And they're on the start. Set. And they have a clean start.
Yeah.
Out in front, on the top of the curve, you have Thelma Liburn, hopefully to make the first change. This is the first changeover, which is very, very important. We see the first changeover now going into Eliza Simons. And that young lady is taking off with the batting. Here comes the athlete from Elite. Also giving chase is the athlete from Una Clinton. Now into the third changeover. Out in front again. Eliza Simons still has a little lead on the field. The second changeover was great. The third changeover is great. Here now comes Una Clinton giving chase, followed by Adelaide Amla and Elite. Elite athlete is making a charge on the backstretch there, but here goes into the final changeover. Eliza Simons still seems to have a commanding lead.
Una Clinton make up for that stagger.
Here comes now making up the stagger, Eliza Simons and Una Clinton. Who is it going to be? We have Miss Silva from Eliza Simons.
I don't think they're going to beat her.
She's going to hold on, but again, it's going to end with the two schools
what
from Grand
push.
Turk. Eliza Simons is taking this one all the way to the bank, followed by Una Clinton. In the third position, we have Elite. Then Adelaide Amla, Enid Capron, Richmond Hills, Asita Jolly, and Thelma Lightbourne. Folks, there you have it. A blistering run by the athletes from Eliza Simons.
Yes.
But I think that second leg for Eliza Simons opened it up completely.
Yes.
The third leg did not have much to do, but getting it into the fourth leg, that is their closer. There was no catching her. Had there been a little closer, it might have been a contention, but I don't think there was no catching Miss Silva on that last band. But as you can see, Miss Silva take that one all the way, followed by the athlete from Una Clinton. And there you have it. Elite school taking third position.
I was impressed with the changeovers.
Yes.
There wasn't a lot of
no, well, see, I mean, in relation to this, we all know that the exchange makes the relays. So these are the older kids, so they do understand. They have a sense of batting, exchange. So that was great for them on that. But like I said again, the safest thing is just getting the batting around.
Right.
I mean, it don't matter, just get it around safely, and you guys are good.
Yes, because you remember yesterday we had a few disqualifications because of the exchange of the batons. But I must say, you can't blame these youngsters because I always talk about when you're doing relays. I mean, the U.S. team in the Olympics has been messing up.
Even at the highest
level. The exchange of baton is messed up. And it's very important.
Critical. It makes the relay as that I was. Or bricks.
Yes, because if you don't get that baton properly, seconds goes on.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the relays are very, very fast.
Very fast. Indeed.
But yesterday, I mean, they were running way out of the box, the exchange box. I mean, way out of the exchange box.
They just wanted to run.
Yes.
All right, guys. Now on the track is the boys 10 to 11, 4x100 relay. We have in lane 2, Eliza Simons. In lane 2, it seems to be I.N.T. Pratt. In lane 4, Richmond Hill. In lane 5, Una Clinton. In lane 6, we have Asita Jolly. And in lane 7, I.N.T. Pratt. And out in lane 8, we have Adelaide Amla. Box 1 is empty.
So under 11.
This is boys under 11. On the mark.
Well, they're off to a clean start as they go around the first curve to the first changeover. The athlete.
The first changeover goes into the hands of Asita Jolly, and that athlete is out in front.
He's burning out the backstretch.
But he's been chased by Thelma Lightbourne. But here comes the athlete from Una Clinton, as well as I.N.T. Pratt. Eliza Simons is now beginning to try to close in and reel him in. Again, out in front. There you go with I.N.T. Pratt.
I.N.T. Pratt.
I.N.T. Pratt is...
followed by Thelma Lightbourne. But here comes the athlete from Una Clinton trying to close the stagger. This is the final change over. Let's see what happens here. This can be a really close finish. There you go. Asita Jolly is out. There goes Eliza Simons. Here comes Una Clinton.
Una Clinton is going to win this one.
And I'm not sure, but I tell you this one here, this one called Una.
come. Here we go.
It's that closing speed for.
With a lovely crack, with a lovely close to speed coming in.
Yes.
But for me personally, I thought as it stood, coming off the third changeover, Osita Jolly had a great lead.
Yes.
But with the closing speed of Livingston Colin, I don't think that was enough. You watch in your screen right now, folks, you can see him coming down the scratch, powering his way, blowing past the athlete from Osita Jolly. Like you mentioned, Sharon, the athlete from INT Pratt had a blistering time coming on, but unfortunately he didn't have enough real estate to be able to catch Mr. Colin. But that's a beautiful run by our boys. As you can see it again, arms pumping, legs high in the air, chest forward, and he's powering through the line. There was no catching him at that particular point.
That was a good race.
Yeah.
Kudos to the coaching staff again for all the scores.
Oh, definitely. These athletes are showing what they can possibly do. Good jump. As guys, you're still seeing the replay from the boys. 10 to 11, 400 meter, 4x1, sorry.
4x1.
Relay final. I would love to see what their time was, Sharon. That was. I would love to see, but didn't get a chance to. But again, boys, 10 to 11 on the 11. That was a really good run by all the schools participating. But as we see there in that particular race, Ona Clinton had a not so great start, but they made up the stagger on the back scratch and the third handover, getting it into the closer on the end. Osita Jolly had a good run in that whole race. Out in lane 8, Thelma Liburn, I thought they had it in the beginning.
The first changeover.
The first changeover was okay, but the third one is where they particularly kind of lost their footing and weren't able to capitalize on the lead they first had when the race kicked off.
It looks like from yesterday when I was watching the relays, it looks like the second leg and the third leg are the fastest leg. Once you take over in those two legs, one of those legs, and get the lead, it's kind of difficult for them to give up on. And I've noticed that from yesterday, and the same thing here today, because on the second leg and the third leg, the handover of the baton.
Right.
Because Una Clinton, they weren't leading. The third leg, when they got the baton and give it to the closer, like Donovan said,
definitely.
He really pushed.
Once you get the closer, that's pretty much it.
So.
All right, guys, it looks like they're now changing the height on the jump again.
Yes, definitely higher.
And from the looks of it, it seems to be the two athletes from Ona Clinton that are still jumping. In this event, for Ona Clinton, we have Triquant Williams, and we also have Snyder Registry.
Which age is that?
This is the age 8 to 13, boys high jump. So this is an open event, so they are allowed to jump. Also, jumping just now was an athlete, but knocked it down. That's from Doris Robinson.
His legs.
Did not clear the ball. Yes, his legs. His technique is a little off. He can get that cleaned up. So this is what you were talking about. They are high jumping, but now they have to move to get ready for the 4x1.
Right.
So that right there is where we are talking about them having that extra energy to where they can leave a high jump, go get ready for 4x1. In terms of, how they've been jumping, they've been clearing the bed or clearing that height for a while now. So they're able to now leave, go and get ready for their 4x1 and then come back.
Right.
But if you guys were wondering that the boys 8 to 13 high jump, again, as we made mention, the two athletes from Ona Clinton was jumping along with the athlete from Doris Robinson, Mackay Forbes, Snyder Registry, and Triquant Williams were the last three athletes doing their jump. So they have now been excused to get ready for the 4x1 relay. So, in terms of that whole process of leaving the high jump to go get ready for the do you think enough energy would have been expended? As you can see, the athlete from Doris Robertson is attempting the height again. And again, Sharon, he knocks it down. The two athletes from Una Glinton cleared this already. So his is it's his second hit. So he has one more jump to make. And if he can't clear it, then he will be where he's at.
Those legs are getting tired.
Definitely, definitely. And that's what I was wondering.
And get him over
You're jumping and then now going to get it ready for a 4x1. That's going to be. I wonder if too much energy was expended for the jump. Well, the beauty of it is that you have 3 other teammates. So you're not depending on you solely. So you have 3 other teammates to help you. So if they get it to you with a good lead, you are definitely okay in terms of being able to help your team maintain a lead or close the gap to get it able to power it home for a win.
Which leg you're on it? Suppose you're the closer. You're the closer.
Well, definitely. Again,
Retro should be a for Una Glinton.
But the beauty of it is just him.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's running off. So it's not like he's running off 400 meters.
He has 3 more teammates.
He has 3 more teammates to help get the batter into him. Yeah. All the other schools. So it's not solely on you, because you can have a terrible first leg, but it can be made up on the second or third exchange, which helps you. And as we saw a while ago, Thelma Lightburn had a good lead going into the first handover, and after that, it was pretty much done for them because Elite took control. Then Eliza Simons came up along with Una Glinton, and then the third changeover is where the race kind of separated itself. So that doesn't really change the fact. But again, you have your 3 other teammates to help you bring this victory home for your school.
Should be his final attempt.
This is his final attempt.
Thumbs up. Arches and
he can make
he
it,
but his leg, he's not bringing his leg up.
The 3 times he jumped, that's the same thing that he did.
In the same situation every time. His leg knocks the
cleared,
ball down.
But
legs,
trail.
He's clearly over the mark. But again, his leg could be fatigue setting in. But again, his coaches definitely have to be proud of him. He might have cleared, 3rd position.
He is limping a bit, so I guess that probably was
carrying an injury.
Yeah,
probably
contributed to him not being able to jump.
Right, to get that elevation required to push him over the bar.
But again, man, nonetheless, man, so proud of all of our 575 athletes you guys would have seen over this 3-day period. We range from ages 5 all the way up to 12 or 13, and I think that right there tells you, like Mr. Baxter says, the future is in great hands with these athletes that we see here today.
Great hands.
We never know. We'll be seeing one of these athletes on the Olympic stage one day. We just never have. You just never know.
Yeah.
And we would have witnessed it right here.
Oh, definitely. We would have seen them from the grassroots.
We would have witnessed it.
So they're getting ready now for the
set. The next 2 events, or the events that should be coming up next on our track, should be the 10 to 11 for 4x1. So that
they're marshalling them out now. They're coming out now.
It's going to be very interesting, Sharon. I definitely want to see particularly how the rest of the schools stack up, and these relays they can totally help teams jockeying for position.
Get some points.
So we have schools that are tied. We have schools that can make up 133 points. Just saying, throwing it out there. They can definitely, Sharon. They can definitely shock the world today, Sharon.
Not what I see.
Shock the world.
Yeah.
They shock the world.
Sharon ain't bad it.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No, they will definitely make it happen today, Sharon.
Donovan, I don't see. I mean, Una Glinton don't win few races already. And what they didn't win, they came in.
They placed.
Yes, they placed. So, ain't no shock in the world here today. Not here in Turks.
Odds are getting slimmer. Odds are getting slimmer.
Yeah.
I promise you, Sharon, you will be surprised. At the end of the day, Sharon, I tell you, where there's hope, there's life. That's how I feel, Sharon.
Well,
what is a man if we don't have hope?
Get hope.
Hope in the face of reality is
it's another thing.
Another thing indeed.
Yeah. I just hope for plenty of things.
But the reality says otherwise.
Exactly. I'm still waiting and hoping. So.
All right, guys. On the track right now is event 22. This is a open event. This is ages 8 to 13. This is a mixed medley, folks. Get it again? This is a mixed medley they're going to do.
And just for the viewers, Donovan, what does exactly the mixed medley entail?
So there's a 1, 2, 4. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing with this is that when you do a mixed medley, you can do boys, girls,
And girls. Yes. So you
and-
can mix it.
But to give you a fun story, last year we were watching this event, the young lady from Clinton, Australia.
Yes.
She had the last leg, and she was up against some boys.
The
in her
boys.
race. She ran a boy down.
Wow.
And I'm like, I don't want to be him.
Wow.
I don't want to be him. But it was a beautiful run. Like again, he got the baton a little ahead of her, and her teammates was able to get her the baton at a good position, and she was able to run the guy down.
Wow.
And I'm like, because normally with mixed medleys, you tend to want to have girls on girls.
Girls and girls.
Yes.
But they had the opportunity to mix it up to where girls could run with boys. And I say, buddy, you're going to be laughing stock.
Man. So you got passed by a girl.
Well, definitely. And on the last leg of that, too, where you should have been in a position to go home.
And they do look like they have some boys.
That's what I'm looking to see now in the
Yeah.
back scratch. They seem to have some in this event. All right, guys, and I'm going to give you the lane assignment for this event. In lane 1, it should be Thelma Lighthearted. In lane 2 is Enid Capron.
No, that's not
No,
that.
the lane, okay. Guys, let me go from what I see on the field. In lane
And
2
she's
is
calling out
Iris
the wrong
Stubbs.
thing, too.
In lane 3 is Richmond Hill. In lane 4, Adelaide Amla. In lane 5, that seems to be Elite. In lane 6, that is Enid Capron. In lane 7, Osita Jolly. And out in lane 8, that is Christian Community. Or Community Christian, sorry, folks. Again, lane number 2, Iris Stubbs. In lane number 3, Richmond Hill. In lane number 4, that's Adelaide Amla. In lane 5, Elite School. In lane 6, Enid Capron. Lane 7, Osita Jolly. And in lane 8, that is Community Christian.
We got a scratch in lane 1.
Yes, we have a scratch in lane 1.
But the announcers were calling out the
Oh,
same
they were
thing that
following
you have on the
yes.
sheet. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually a 4x1.
Anyway. Yeah, they're getting ready to.
All right, guys, just a bit of a correction here. This is the girls 13 and under 4x1 relay. Again, in box 2, Iris Stubbs. In box 3, we have Richmond Hills. In box 4, ING Pratt. In box 5, we have Elite School. In lane 6, Enid Capron. 7, Osita Jolly. 8, Community Christian. And they're in the set position. And they're off.
Sent away cleanly.
Going into the first handover, we have Community Christian on top of the curve, but based on the stagger, here comes Enid Capron, Osita Jolly, with the second changeover. But the athlete from Elite is running a blistering back stretch. But the athlete from Community Christian out in lane 8 is definitely maintaining her lead going into the third handover. This is going to be very important. She makes the first handover clean and safe off to her teammate.
Oh, she's got a lead.
Now she's been followed and trapped by the athlete from Elite. But not to be outdone. Here comes the athlete from Enid Capron, also Iris Stubbs, trying to make up the stagger.
Iris Stubbs
going into the final handover. It goes into the hands of the athlete from Community Christian. And
Iris Stubbs.
But look at Iris Stubbs on the inside, and I think this is going to be it. Iris Stubbs has a commanding lead.
Yeah.
Followed by the athlete from Community Christian. Then athlete from Enid Capron is making a good push going into third position. So it's going to end with Iris Stubbs taking first, Community Christian taking second, and Enid Capron taking third, folks.
That leg on that third.
The third leg, I think
for Community
Christian kind of
make them lost.
The momentum that they built.
All right, guys. Yeah, Mr. Parker, we see Irish Stars, Mr. Parker. Yes, Mr. Parker, we do see Irish Stars, Mr. Parker. We said nothing else, Mr. Parker. But as you can see on your screen, it's a beautiful run because, again, the inside leg, you have a chance to see the whole feeling where you are.
Yes.
So the athlete from Irish Stars used that to her advantage to kind of see where she was and pulled even with the field and powered her way down the track into first position.
She used that inside lane well. She used it well.
And the battle at that point was for second place. But it was a beautiful battle for third between Enid Capron and Elite. And I think the athlete from Enid Capron had enough in the tank to really power her way into a third position.
Yeah, so that athlete on the third leg.
Yeah, that was a bit. It was a bit of a letdown for her class coming in. I'm not too sure what might have happened there. But again, that was a beautiful run in relations to Iris Stubbs not having a good start.
Iris Stubbs, the athlete on the third leg.
Oh, definitely.
She caught up to
But the saying goes, not how you start is how you finish. So they did a great job in finishing that race. And again, you called it from the beginning. Out in lane 8 is hard to maintain that momentum. That the first two handovers for Community Christian was good. Yes. And they had the lead.
They had a lead.
Third leg wasn't as good. Iris Stars made up the stagger and into that last exchange. That was a beautiful exchange coming off that curve, powering onto the straight. There was it.
The runner for the second leg for Community Christian should have ran the third leg, I'm thinking. Yes. She, the second. Yeah.
All right, guys, on the track now, event 28. This is the boys 12 to 13 4x100 meter relay. In lane 1, Thelma Libron. In lane 2, Enid Capron. In lane 3, Iris Stubbs. In lane 4, INT Pratt. In lane 5, Una Glinton. In lane 6, Elite School. In lane 7, Richmond Hill. And in lane 8, Provo Christian Academy. Again, boys under 13, 4x100 meter relay final, folks.
This looks like a cracker.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, this is going
you blink, you're going to miss this one.
I know.
So, Sharon, this will be the race to where Snyder and Williams had left after securing themselves the medals in the high jump now to be a part of this 4x1 for their team. And from the looks of it, Mr. Registry seems to be on the second leg. From what I can tell, Mr. Wilson is going to start off for Una Glinton. Second into the hands of Registry. I'm looking at the back straight to see if I can get a zoom in on who is on the third leg for Una Glinton. But it looks like Mr. Williams might be anchoring it for them. And so, again, we're not worried about that because your teammates are going to bring you home. So let's see what happens here on that back straight. And we know Mr. Registry has that speed to kind of open it up for them on that back straight.
I think Richmond Hill had a good team.
Yes, Richmond Hill definitely. Not to be outdone, I don't see him in this particular race, which would have been Community Christian.
Yes.
They had a good team too.
Yes.
But here we are right now with this lineup. And I think also not to be outdone, Enid Capron can also make noise in this particular event. Iris Stars, I won't take anything away from them.
Yes.
So, but again,
All competitors.
All competitors.
All competitors. Not about.
Yes, all competitors can do what they do.
I would not like to be in Sharon's shoes.
All right, on the marks. Set. Clean start.
Way by the start.
And away they go. On top of the curve, you see Richmond Hill out there with Provo Christian. Here we go into the first changeover. The athlete from Una Clinton is making the changeover, and the first changeover is done. As you can see, Mr. Registry from Una Clinton, that's nice that Sharon. He has a closing speed. But as the cycle goes, he is going to clear the field. This is now where the changeover is going to be very important here for the third changeover. Una Clinton with the first changeover, followed by Richmond Hill and also Provo Christian Academy. Also, Sharon, as you can see now coming into your screen, Elite is trying to make the stagger. But going into the final changeover, I think this is going to be Uno.
It's over and done.
Oh, they ain't going to catch him.
This is Uno.
He going to swing his way to the top.
But Sharon, look at the athlete from Irish Stop, Sharon. He's trying to
he's coming.
He's trying to really win, Sharon.
He's not going to catch him.
He's charging. Also, the athlete from Elite. But again, Sharon, call him the state agent. He ain't got much left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, and like I said again,
he was upset.
That one is called Uno.
Yes.
He was upset, Elite.
Yes.
He thought he had
the second.
Well, I mean, he thought he would have had it, but unfortunately, you have to cross the line.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very upset.
He's upset.
He's very upset. But guys, if you watch,
he had him watch it.
There's no way he was going to be caught. I mean, if you watch the replay as you see.
Oh, no, I'm thinking he's talking second.
What happened?
But he's in the wrong lane, so he's way out. I'm sure he get disqualified. That's why
I'm not sure what's going on, but I know for sure that one called Uno.
Yes,
he run all across the lanes, though.
Right. Oh, wow.
Well, he must know what happened, because as he crossed the line, he slammed the bat down. I'm not so sure.
Right.
But the athlete from Irish Stars gave a good chase at the end. Elite School also came out of nowhere because I didn't see them in the picture as the exchange was happening. But a great run from the Una Clinton team. Richmond Hill, Sharon, we really thought they would have made a little more noise in this event.
So too,
I was expecting them to kind of bring out their big guns and have make this a little more competitive. But as you can see, neck and neck, Irish Stars edged them out at the line to secure second place for his team. Richmond Hills would have then taken fourth place. And this is all unofficial, folks.
All unofficial.
I'm trying to get again at the screen to see what the times were for Una Clinton as they crossed the line. So they have a fraction at the line. They're trying to sort that out now.
Yes, that's why he was upset, because he was all
he ran from lane to lane, not too sure where it was he was going.
May have even closed his eyes.
Well, listen, I said to Mr. Parker yesterday, I asked him if he wanted to concede and call this Uno. He said me, ain't over till it's over. But I think after that event, he called it Uno. No, it's not over, it's Uno. It's not, that water's no longer over. It's Uno after this. So, Sharon, I mean, I take back what I said now. I think that
he's ready to concede.
He's conceding, right?
Like you said, he knows when to run.
Sharon, I would say to you now, I am going to tuck my tail and let it go. I don't think that window of opportunity that was once there for Enid Capron.
Thank you very much, Donovan.
That 133 points, I was hoping they could have, like I said, we just hope this life. So
thank you very much, Donovan.
But after that one there, that's Uno.
That's reality check right there.
Call it the reps. We have done that.
I tell you, it's going
back to back to back.
Right.
Call it whatever you want to call it. Repeat, however you want to call it. Dynasty. That is it.
And I can tell you, boys, champion.
So for me, I'm just saying, folks, we still have another race to go. We have the mixed medley to go. That haven't done yet. So maybe Sharon, maybe they could do something.
Come on. I can tell you, champion boy going Grand Talk to Una Clinton also. I can tell you that. That's Una Clinton too.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to beat, Donovan. That's gonna be hard. to beat.
And like I said, Sharon, that's probably why the athlete, when he crossed the line, he slammed the baton down. He realized he kind of wasn't there. At first, I'm trying to figure out where did he come from. And then you were in the lane with Una Clinton, then you switch to the opposite lane, and that like make up your mind which lane are you supposed to be in.
He ran across about 3 lanes.
I mean, of course. I mean, like Mr. Godfrey said, I would be upset too. I cost my team practically a position in this race. There we go. There's the infraction flag, guys. If you can pan on back to the finish line. There's a yellow flag which indicates there was an infraction. You can see the guy. I don't know whether he was doing the Cupid shuffle, Sharon. I'm not too sure. He was trying to get himself sorted out. So again, it happens. Sometimes you get confused.
He was trying to catch up to Iris Stubbs, and the closer you get to them, you know how you're running. He was too far away from him. I'm thinking, okay, let me get closer so I can.
Probably got caught in the jet stream.
He got caught up. Yes.
So now watch this now. These two athletes, guys, I want to get this, right? We're going to now go back to the high jump where we're going to now resume having Mr. Registry and Mr. Williams complete their jump.
The high jump now, to continue in the high jump.
Again, like I said again, I am just amazed at them with their level of competitiveness and also the energy level.
Yeah, athleticism.
Definitely.
The coaches are perhaps hydrating them.
Oh, definitely. You need to be again. Thank you for the hydration station up there. Definitely, our athletes can kind of keep themselves warm or hydrated in all of this heat today. But to be able to do this, come from a 4x1, leave jumps, go to 4x1, and then go back to jumps.
Back to jumps.
My hat's off to you. I'm going to borrow some of that energy. Please.
And I tell you, he was the closer.
I told you
he was the closer.
We had Mr. Snyder on registry on this. And listen, I said to you, Sharon, you give him the baton in a position to where he can, one, improve on the lead or close the gap. And he definitely improved on the lead by giving it into the third changeover. But that last changeover, getting it to Mr. Williams, I don't think there's no catching him at all. That was done. And to me, honestly, had it been stacked up any other way, the results would have remained the same. That would have called it Uno, in a way.
Uno.
But I mean, I'm still, I understand this is the final, so that would have mean yesterday with the Heat, I would have thought I would have seen Elijah Simons in there, but unfortunately, I guess they didn't.
I think that was in the race that they got disqualified because I remember I think it was the girls.
Yeah, the girls. They had an issue with the girls.
They had an issue with the girls. So, but I must say these relays for the young athletes, we can see their performance.
I want to point out something to you and Mr. Baxter. If we've been watching, we would have seen about 4 relays ran this morning, right?
Yes.
And out of 4 of those relays, how many of those relays did Una Clinton win? Just asking. Just asking for curiosity.
You need to answer that question.
Just asking for curiosity.
Mr. Baxter, do you think Donovan has the nerve to sit down and ask that question?
He has the nerve. He's demonstrating.
I know.
I'm just asking. Just for curiosity.
I believe that's rhetorical. Then.
I'm sure he knows the answer.
Sharon, I just asking Sharon. Inquiring minds wants to know. I don't know, Sharon.
Even the people in viewing land knows that.
Okay, I'm just saying. So they run 8, Uno win 7. I'm just asking. Okay.
Oh, yes. So how much points that?
Listen, I was just saying, I was still giving Enid Capron an opportunity to do something.
Answer the question.
All right, folks.
Okay.
Now
back to live action.
Can we please get to? Can we please get to the high jump, please?
See?
Yes.
Look at the trophy. We're going east.
Yeah, those are some lovely.
Yes.
That's happening now, boy.
Wise man come from the east side.
Sharon, I'm going to say, Sharon, my mouth is.
Yes.
Listen, I'm trying to see. I want to see Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker telling me don't worry about Irish Stubbs. They coming. I don't know where they coming. I ain't sure where they going. But I know for sure this one here. You can call this one. Matter of fact, I need to get him.
We haven't seen him since.
Yeah. Can somebody?
We haven't seen him since.
After that relay that Irish Stubbs he disappeared. I don't know where he went. He run out telling me about Irish Stubbs. Okay, so we had 8 relays run and Una Clinton win 7. How you can come for 1 and tell me about Irish Stubbs?
What do you have to show up?
I guess. He had
to show up.
He want to throw that one in and say I do something.
Yes.
Yeah, so Donovan, there's no catching. There was no catching to Una Clinton from the first day. when Ona Glinton, the first set of results that they gave, the very first day after the event, Ona Glinton had a lead.
Well,
they had a lead by 18,
right.
18 points at the first day.
But at the end of the first day, I said to them, hey, this is just the first day. We ain't going to worry.
Right.
Let's see what the second day holds. Coming into the second day,
they blew it away.
They were moving. The distance was widening.
Yes.
I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah. They acquitted themselves well.
Well, here's what I would say. It was close in the beginning, but 20 schools ran out of real estate. They were not able to catch Ona Glinton. So I think they need to fire their real estate agent.
Well,
they couldn't claim a piece of land.
Donovan?
That's it.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
Listen, I was holding out hope, Sharon. 133 points. I thought they could have. I thought they could have do something, but after losing 7 of the 8 relays,
that's beyond optimistic, Donovan. 133 at the final.
I was trying.
You were.
I was trying.
Mr. Baxter and Donovan, my disclosure, Ona Glinton is leading. We are talking about Ona Glinton because Ona Glinton, they're leading.
The defending champion.
They're defending champions. Because every time I'm commentating, they usually say, the people out in the viewing public and the listening public, usually say that I am biased to Grand Turk. But now I'm not being biased because Ona Glinton.
Yes, sir. No, Ona Glinton. No. Mr. Godfrey. Call it right, Mr. Godfrey. He came from Una.
Ona Glinton he came from?
Yeah, Una.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Raven Black was found here.
Yes. Oh, he's talking about Raven Black.
Yes. Yes, right. He is going into the finals, Mr. Bean, with the second fastest time in his heat. And his final is tonight.
That's right.
Going into his heat.
Yes.
Yes, folks. If you guys are paying attention, at the conclusion of the inter-primary schools here, later on tonight, folks, Turks and Caicos on a whole, one of our premier athletes.
Should be proud.
It's going to be in the final of the boys' champs. Sharon,
big. That's
again,
big.
That is big for us, Turks and
That
Caicos.
is big.
Please tune in. You can get on Facebook, type in boys' champs, and you will see our very own from Grand Turk, from Turks and Caicos, Raven Black. I mean, definitely, guys, show your support for him.
Right.
And that's definitely something to watch later. I promise you, you won't want to miss it.
Yes. So, looking forward to that and seeing what he can do down there in Jamaica.
Yeah. Stacked up against the best.
Yes.
You know, in
especially
the region.
at boys and girls champs.
Yeah.
That's their
That's
the Olympics in Jamaica.
Listen, you know, I'm telling you, I am praying for the day to where we, like I said, you can see where this event has grown, Mr. Baxter, to where we have it right now. And I can only see us getting better from here to where we can take our event to the levels that of a boys' champs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And for me, we have a wide range of athletes that goes from any event you put in front of them. So I can only imagine iron sharpens iron. This is the best of the best.
Yes.
And every school wants to prove that they are the best. Unfortunately, you got to go to school.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
to be the best, you got to beat
the best all the time.
And so Ona Glinton has set the standard. 3 Peters. You know, we can clearly say, Sharon, 3 Peters. You know, so it should inspire the other schools to up the game. You know, train harder and come 2025 and make this inter-primary championships another spectacle to behold.
I totally agree with you. If you can have a school that's repeating a championship, you know, when you're at the top, everybody comes
for you.
They come for you.
Yeah. You see, and that's and that is the thing, right? For me personally, when you're at the top, everybody comes for you. But again, if you swing for the king, don't miss.
Don't miss.
You got to chop him down.
And there's been some swinging over the past 2 days.
Don't miss.
There have been some swinging.
You got to chop him down. If you're going after him, you got to bring him down.
Don't miss. If you miss, you're in problems.
Yes.
There you go.
And I saw Miss Donna.
Definitely. I'm still waiting to get a word in with her.
All
right, guys. Can we on the field now again. There's the high jump. It's going to resume now. I think his first attempt a while ago was that looked like Mr. Registry in his first attempt. Again, Sharon, all our cameramen today, they are from a project that has been put on by the Sports Commission. It's called Project Idea.
Yes.
And all the sights and sounds that you're seeing, especially the angles, has been caught by persons who've been a part of that program. So that goes to show you this program is, and these kids are young kids.
Yes.
I spoke with yesterday Mr. Theo Silver, and he was talking to me about it in terms of, having the opportunity. They teach you, we all see what happens in front of the camera.
Right.
But the action that happens in the back of the camera is very, very, very important.
Yes, and we talked about it yesterday on Sports Watch about the youngsters that's volunteering their time out here
definitely.
behind the cameras, taking pictures. The pictures that you're seeing on the Sports Commission page, these are young people that are volunteering their time to come out here and do this kind of work that's bringing this product to the public.
Right.
What you're seeing. So we're developing these young persons to take over these roles
on all levels, on all fronts,
yes.
on all fronts, and all fronts, and kudos to the Sports Commission for such an initiative. Because I took some time and scrolled through the footage from yesterday, and I was looking at the angles. I'm like, yeah, this is high quality stuff.
Yes,
this is high quality stuff. So kudos to the Sports Commission and the project idea.
Yeah, so you have sections of this event,
so
even the high school.
Yeah, even around, they did the high school as well too. So all around you see the cameras.
The cameras.
They were being done by persons a part of that program.
Yes.
Good.
And developing these young, who probably their profession will be professional photographers.
And there you go.
I mean, in sports.
There you go. And that's big.
That's big.
That's big in a sports industry that is multi-billion.
Yes.
You have on events like these, we have 3 to 4 cameras trained on just one athlete.
Yep.
And that's the era where we need to build out as well.
Yes. And
the technology behind the camera.
Yes. Catching that one photo that will make you millions.
Yes.
It just have to be one.
Yes, indeed.
Listen, in particular, I remember an event they were having. I can't remember what the event was, but you remember Usain Bolt had just won a race, and he did his signature pose, and the person that caught the picture, there was a crack of lightning in the back of it.
Yes.
Man, that
in
photo,
Beijing,
that photo right there has cemented that man's legacy. And whoever took that photo, I can only imagine.
Still collecting.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I said the one photo that propels you.
Yep, that one image.
So that's a good thing. And the Sports Commission, I must say, we have been giving their praise over the last 2 events that they've put off. I mean, even the basketball, the softball championships. They have worked hard to present to the public the product that we are seeing, watching and listening to.
Right. And the flip side to that, and we spoke about it earlier, is persons are now comfortable to sit at their desks or at home because the product is being brought to them. So they don't need to come into the stands.
To their front door.
We need you in the stands as well. Because the athletes need the support. They need to hear the noise. They need to hear the cheers as they perform.
Yeah, we can't say enough about the volunteers, the officials as volunteers, all the caterers, the cleaning service.
Right.
I mean, the bathrooms.
Right.
The public bathrooms. Indeed. They're immaculate.
Indeed.
I mean, these are the things that the little things that you pay attention to now. You come out to the games and you don't, some people don't like to go in a public bathroom.
Right.
But these public bathrooms here at the stadium, they're immaculately clean.
Sanitized.
You can go in,
Right.
So kudos to them. We can't give them
enough.
From the top, like we say, from the minister coming down.
Yes. And we saw their support from the first day, the opening ceremony.
For presenting this event and the TC3As.
Right.
All of that to bring to you. And we talked about the numbers for the schools. When you talk about 575,
man,
I mean, we keep hovering on them over a 3-day period. These athletes, they're well behaved. Yes. You don't see them all over the place.
I saw that.
Yes.
And being in the stands yesterday and the day before, I observed that.
Yes.
Because I'm always keen on order and discipline,
yes.
especially from young people. And I've not seen any infraction that would make me want to say, these
yes.
students are ill-behaved.
Even so, security people.
Security is on point.
Yes, very much so.
Right.
You see the presence of the police.
Right.
They're here.
Right.
So
right.
it takes a lot.
It does. It sure does. It sure does. I'm going to broker something to you, the viewers as well. Sports tourism.
Yes.
Sports tourism, we have to take a relook. Because this product is an international product. What we're creating here, Donovan, this is an international product worthy of persons patronizing from various parts of the world just for inter-primary and inter-high.
I totally agree with you. Talking about sports tourism, I mean, we have the football match that's coming up on the 26th.
26th, right.
Here in Providenciales. I mean, these are the things that we're going to aspire to, seeing national teams come down here. And we were talking about it on the radio, and I was talking about it to someone earlier, and I said, these professional baseball players, they do spring training. They do spring training in Florida. They do spring training in the DR. We are prime
position.
To see if we can get a feel, and you bring down these people down here. The weather is good all the year round, and you have these professional players that come down here and do.
The athletes that come in, like we have a lot of international athletes come, and they practice at our facility.
Exactly.
So,
they come on vacation.
Yep.
Right.
So they come down here and they come on vacation, spend a few days. So
while they're here, they work out at our gym.
They work out. They use the facilities that we have here. So why not, like you say, sports tourism, get to the level where you have one of these teams coming down here during spring training and just training.
It just
down
takes
here.
one.
Well.
Just take one team to pop in, and that's it. The word is spread, and everybody looking to book the facility.
So we're a developing country. We're still developing. There's lots of development going around. Within the island of Providenciales. It doesn't even have to be Providenciales. It can be one of the other islands that you have. Like North Caicos, which is green, that they can have the field that is naturally and not use, like sod or something like that.
Right.
Use these islands, North Caicos and Middle Caicos, that has the landmass, for them to come down and do things like that. We look forward to the day when these things can happen here in the Turks and Caicos.
Right. Because the game of sports is changing.
Yes.
And technology is changing the face of sports. Remember when they used to watch sports? Matter of fact, we go back already. I can say already. You wouldn't even have a screen in the stadium.
Exactly.
The benefit of a replay wasn't there.
Yeah.
Now we're having instant replays, and we're having it in high definition.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait till they get a stadium where you could see the big screen and you see replay.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So guys,
that'll be something, right? Where you have the screen up there
and the supporters can see what we're seeing here.
Oh wow! That'll be the thing.
All right, so just to give you a bit of what we were talking about, it's the finals for the 400 meters will be tonight. Okay, Mr. Black.
Okay, that's the national championship in Jamaica.
This is the boys and girls champ in Jamaica.
Right.
That's going to be at 8:10 p.m. And what we will do for you folks, we will go ahead and plug the link for the event into the feed a little later. But just to give you an idea, Mr. Black is going in with a time of 50:76. That is the
second
fastest time. Mr. Richard Rashane is also in that race. He ran a 50:40. So Mr. Black has the opportunity, like I said again, to go and make a lot of history for his school.
50 is a good time.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
For a young athlete.
Come
Come on, man.
And he's young, though.
Oh, he's very young.
He's very young.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is class 3.
Yes.
He's in class 3.
He's
10 to 13. 10 to 13, class 3.
So he just has time.
150.
Yes.
Under 51. That's
Yep.
That's a good time.
Yeah. So he just has time to develop.
Yeah.
And my thing is, at the end of the day, no matter what he does tonight, I will be super,
You have to be.
super proud of
Exactly.
him.
Have to
No matter what.
Yes.
Have to be proud of that.
To make it to that point and that stage,
man.
and boys, come on.
Yeah, man.
Yes. So it don't matter. We will be proud of them.
But like I said again, man, that's the 400 is a sprint now. It's no longer a middle distance race.
Middle
But
distance.
I guarantee you, once he puts that race together, him and his coaches, I guarantee you he can do something in that particular race. I mean, like I said again, everybody can go in with the fastest time. We know that, and we said that here today.
Yeah.
You can be the fastest on the track. I don't matter. But when it matters is when and that's where the lights are brighter. And
Right.
whoever wants it more, go out and get it.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break while we wait for the action to resume. We'll be back shortly.
Waterloo Holdings Investment Limited, a proud sponsor of Turks and Caicos Islands school sports.
Hello everyone, it's Lionel Williams here, your Olympian. You know what's coming. It's the Inter-Primary School Track and Field Championships taking place March 19th through to the 21st right here at the National Stadium. I have Coach Tyler here. We have created our own champs because we're so excited to celebrate with you guys.
I'm battling Coach Delano to take my crown as the new Sports Day champion.
Now there's 3 parts to this race. You have the potato sack race, the egg and spoon, and my favorite, the 40-meter dash.
Are you ready?
Let's get moving. Tyler, put us on the line. I hope you put that there. Tyler is cheating. Liza Simon's primary. That's the school I went to. Are we ready? Tyler, full start, man. Tyler, full start, man.
He twitched again.
Okay, I give him that. I full started because I twitched.
She holding it for long.
Man, that's a long hold, man, Andina. God. He's running.
I got one.
I got one.
But I'm gonna win the next one.
But guess what? It's Need for Speed Part 3. We're ready.
Let's go.
40-meter dash.
You bought. Set.
What a great competition. Get your umbrellas, get your color rides, because the competition is here. It all starts with the kids, from grassroots to greatness.
Waterloo Holdings Investment Limited, a proud sponsor of Turks and Caicos Islands.
It wasn't always like this, you know. The guns, the violence, it drove them over the edge.
I've been running the 100-meter dash my entire life, and the gun still scares me.
Where you going? Officer Mitchell, cuff him.
That could never be you. You don't hang around those criminals.
Wait, you got that gas money?
In the arena of champions, where sweat meets glory and dreams takes flight, there's a place where legends are born and records are shattered. This is not just a race, a throw, or a leap. It's a battle against your limits, a test of your will, a journey to greatness.
This is where we make our mark. This is where we leave it all on the track and field.
Join us at the Inter-High School Track and Field Championships.
Waterloo Holdings Investment Limited, a proud sponsor of Turks and Caicos Islands school sports.
the mixed medley. And his run is 100, 100, 200, and 400. And the athletes are now at their position or going into their position. So we will have this race not too long from now on the track, and then we will have the closing ceremony. So we're asking the coaches as soon as the end of this race, we will ask you to please bring your athletes to the center of the field. Bring all the schools to the center of the field. So we should be getting this race started shortly. All right, let's go. Let's go. The matter is being settled according to the track director. The matter is being settled. So we have the persons on the track. They are on the track.
All right, guys. Now on the track, this seems to be, or this is going to be, the final event for your 2024 Inter Primary School Championships. This is going to be the mixed medley event, event number 22. This is going to be ages 8 to 13. Again, guys, just remember, you have here in this event a 100, 100, 200, and then a 400 meter. So this is going to be a doozy. Again, we have mixed where we allow male and female here. Also, right now, I'm going to give you the lane assignment. So in lane 1, we have Thelma Lightman Primary School. In lane 2, we have Enid Capron Primary School. In lane 3, we have Asita Jolly. In lane 4, we have Iris Stubbs. In lane 5, we have Una Clinton. In lane 6, we have Adelaide Amla. In lane 7, we have INT Pratt. And in lane 8, we have Eliza Simons, folks. There you have your lane assignment for event number 22, mixed 8 to 13 years old sprint medley. Again, guys, this is going to be the final event of the afternoon, event 22, 8 to 13 mixed sprint medley. As you can see, our athletes are now on the field. Not too sure what's going on. They're conversating here at the starting blocks, but it looks like Una Clinton here is not on the field. So again, lane assignments in box 1, Thelma Liburn. In lane 2, Enid Capron. In lane 3, Asita Jolly. In lane 4, Iris Stubbs. Lane 5 now is empty. Lane 6, Adelaide Amla. Lane 7, INT Pratt. Lane 8. Yes, Una Clinton is not in this particular race. Not sure what's happening there. Yeah, so we're not too sure what's happening there, but Una Clinton was in, and they have pulled out. Not
Got
sure.
scratch for that one, though.
Yeah, scratch for box 5.
Box 5 is empty. So we're starting off with the 1.
Yeah, starting off with the 1. Another 1, the 2, and then we're going to end with the 400 meters.
Okay.
And as you would see, each school would have technically their best athletes for each part of the race.
Right. And of course, this is a mixed.
Yes. Ages 8 to 13 if you're just joining in. This is the final event, event number 22 for the 2024 Inter-Primary School Championships.
So persons can still hurry down, right?
Yes. Events on the track. So if you were here, I think that's it. You might call that one.
Una.
Yeah, there it is. Like I say, we'll no longer use the word over. That's the word we'll use going forward.
Una.
But it would have been really interesting for them to close out with a bang if they had participated in this event. But
right.
Not too sure what is the situation and why they are not. We'll try to seek to get that information.
Maybe Sharon can give us an insight.
Yeah, definitely will ask Sharon if she can give us an insight as to what happened in that event. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen because the athletes are down.
Their marks, under the starters already.
Set. And they're off, folks.
First 100.
It's the first 100. Up on the top of the band, you have Eliza Simons out. But the athlete from INT Pratt is giving chase, going into now the first handover. And we see the first handover now.
Nice.
Simultaneously. Kind of a tight one there, but again, the athlete from INT Pratt has a little lead on the field. The athlete from Eliza Simons is giving chase, and here comes the athlete from Adelaide Amla also trying to make up the stagger. Going into the third and final changeover.
For the 200.
This is final two. This is 200 here. We have now the athlete from INT Pratt out in front, and the athlete from Eliza Simons giving chase. But coming off the band, here comes the athlete from Iris Stubbs, who's in the middle of the field and giving chase. Mr. Baxter, he is closing down on the rest of the field. Going now into the final changeover, which is going to be the 400 meters. But Mr. Baxter, on this last leg for Eliza Simons, the young lady on this leg, for her, I guarantee you she's going to be a problem. But out in front is from Iris Stubbs, followed by in the giving chase is the athlete from Eliza Simons. Simons. Here comes Asita Jolly, Enid Capron, not to be Adelaide Amla, all trying to stagger. But the athlete from Iris Stubbs has a big lead on the going in. If you watch, as you watch your screen, Iris Stubbs take that one, but a close battle for second between Ianti Pratt and Eliza Simons. And she was running out as the race started out of lane 8. And, they crossed over for the 400 meters.
Yes.
But had she gotten that bat in a more reasonable time,
that boy would be the problem.
I think she would have been a big problem on this track.
What do you say?
I say it was a thrilling end to quite an exciting 3 days of competition. A thrilling end.
I love these events, especially the mix, because you can put boy, normally it's boy, but now girl on boy or whatever, how it is in this event. She held her own no matter what anybody said. I tipped my hat to her, and that's a great run.
She pushed him right down.
Definitely. All the way to the line.
Donovan was sharing a story about a girl that ran up down a boy.
Yeah, last year we were watching Australia from Una Glinton.
Yes.
She ran the gentleman down in the same event right here, the mixed medley.
And it was quite fitting, Una Glinton. Because they dominated it last year, and quite similarly, they put on a dominant performance this time around.
But like I tell you, that young lady, I've been watching her, meaning she is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody says. Her and Ms. Selva.
Yes.
Janique is going to be a problem, meaning. Again, not too sure. I think this might be her last. I'm not sure she's going to high school yet, but that young lady, there's a problem.
Yes. I believe she's in. Yeah, she was in the senior. Well, senior at the primary school level.
Yes.
Grade 6.
Yeah, grade 6. Yeah.
Guys, there you go. Watching your replay, the athlete from Iris Stubbs clearly out in front. But guys, keep your eyes on the battle for second place.
She's moving out.
She's Simons was in close contention. She made up some ground, but in the end, she couldn't overcome.
She had him right there. He looked at her.
He had a glance.
Had him right there.
And he was like, okay, I got to go.
Yes.
She pushed him all the way to, if you watch this run, guys.
At one point, it looked like they were stride by stride. Yeah.
She pushed him all the way to the line. At that point, meaning, has she done a dip or a dive? I think she got it.
But considering she had to make up ground, that was quite an impressive run.
That was crazy. I mean, a little more real estate, meaning it might have been a problem for him.
Sure. Definitely.
A Shawnee Miller.
Definitely. A Shawnee Miller at that point, I think she had it.
No, she would have gotten it. She would have gotten it.
A Shawnee Miller? That was pretty much it.
It would have been a foregone conclusion. Once you dive, make that dive. Yeah.
Like I say, Shawnee Miller, we was doing it. We was on it. We was doing it.
Oh, man.
All right, guys, please don't go anywhere. We have the medal presentation. We have the championship trophy. But, I mean, this has been the running thing now for the last couple of days. We will no longer use the word over. The word now is uno. This one is uno. It ain't over, it's uno.
Yes.
Ona. It's been Ona for 3 straight years.
That's the thing, Minnie. This is their three-peat. Yes. And I said, we've seen three-peats in sports before, but we understand how difficult it would be for a track event for you to three-peat. And because remember, everything has to go according for you with your athletes in terms of being able to perform at the level. Yes. But this shows that the coaching team from Una Glinton, they have really done the groundwork with their athletes in getting them in position to understand, hey, we don't need you to come first. We need points.
We need points.
That's it. Get it every race. Yes. And what we saw, meaning this is probably out of the 8 relays ran, Una Glinton won 6 of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, not too sure what happened because they were on the field first for the medley and then they came off. So not too sure if there was an injury or what might have happened because at the start of the race, they were in box 5 and then box 5 got scratched. So not too sure what the situation might be.
Yeah, and with that said, I think most had anticipated an Ona Glinta culmination in gold in this event.
Yep.
Right, to cap it off, as you say.
I mean, that would be the way to close out the event. Yeah. You closing out with the last event, you doing your thing in terms of, hey, we came here for this, and we're going to go away with it.
Well, nevertheless, I think there's going to be not any suspense as to who the victorious school is.
Well, meaning, okay, so I said earlier on, I was giving hope, because at one point, meaning, there was a 133-point lead that Una Glinton had on Enid Capron. I said to them at the beginning of the day, with the events, I got hope. I give them a
based on what transpired,
but then the reality says otherwise.
Yes, after their 4th win in the relays, I concede. I gave up. Yeah. I wasn't going to think about it anymore.
from time they dominated the relays and run half when still a couple were remaining, yeah, we knew that they would once again repeat.
Yeah, it was a foregone conclusion.
Yes.
Coming into the final day with that point lead, a foregone conclusion.
So, but like I said again, meaning I still look at the crop of athletes that Una didn't have. They could have, regardless, put together a team, but not too sure. I know today's the last day and teams are traveling to go back home.
Yes.
So I don't know if they might have been a part of that situation to where they would have had to scurry off to the airport or however the situation might be. But again, we don't know what is the rationale in terms of them not fielding a team for the sprint medley. But again, I mean, good sportsmanship. You know, somebody else have the opportunities to win. So I would say okay with that.
Okay. Yeah. It was quite. It's interesting that from day 1, day 2, day 3, when I had inquired about the standings, Ona Glinton, it wasn't too much shifts in between.
Right.
It was like straight through quite a dominant performance.
Yeah. From day 1.
Meaning, like I said again, they set the tone. And you know, take a line from Mike Tyson. Everybody is that guy until they get punched in the mouth. So to me, remember, the playing field was even. 21 schools stepped up to punch.
Yes.
And Una Glinton, after the first day, punched them in the mouth.
It was a straight left too.
And my thing is, when they get punched, you see how you respond.
Yeah.
So to me, you know, it was an 18-point lead through some events after day 1.
Yes.
Going into day 2, I mean, the lead just kind of ballooned.
Yeah, it's just like they just kept on expanding.
Yes.
Like, day 1 was just a warm up, and plus 2, a lot of heats on day 1.
Definitely.
And day 2, okay, domination.
So
day
to
3,
me,
culmination.
You know, to me, meaning over this 3-day period, we saw 575 athletes complete.
Yes. Oh.
Last year was 8. Looking forward to what next year is.
Oh yes.
And we have 21 schools. Last year was 18. 21 this year. Imagine. That shows you that we are growing Caicos.
Yes.
I mean, our primary schools are definitely out there doing the thing.
Oh yes. And that's what makes what Ona Glinton is doing even more remarkable.
Right.
Out of 21, from 18 last year
to
21,
21
I don't know in terms of the previous year, but it's considering the field of how many schools, and you're still able to win it once again, 3 straight years.
Well,
you know, you have to commend the PE teachers, actually the school and all, for organizing and make sure that the children and parents participate. So,
but Minnie, the crazy part about this is the 4th running of this event.
Yes.
The first year, I can't remember the winner of the first year, but I can tell you I know the last 3.
Yes.
I can tell you I know the last 3.
No, you are correct. Because I remember there was before it was biannually, and
Yes.
then COVID had put a monkey wrench
put a stop on it.
going
And then
forward, and then
2022
yes.
was the first year coming
Yes.
back to it. Una Glinton won. They won last year, and it's a foregone conclusion. You could say they won this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 303 to 170 at one point. And I was thinking that 133 could have been, you know.
He was just being optimistic.
Yeah, I was trying to, you know, I didn't want to be a pessimist. I was trying to make sure that they, you know.
You had Sharon in the season, so you had to keep her honest.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to be. I was being honest. I really thought they could have, you know.
Yeah. I think just to make it exciting, right? Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, at the end of the day, I am proud of every athlete, every school that has been here over this 3-day period and has really done their school proud.
Yes.
And I like the idea that these athletes can go home with their medals and say, Mommy, Daddy, this is what I've done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And having the opportunity to perform in front of this crowd and your peers from your school.
Your counterparts.
Yeah, man, definitely. This to me, I love this event. This is a marquee event for me.
Yes. And one thing I always say, historically, from first year, second year, third year, fourth year, is that the level of preparation, the level of organization, uniformity in terms of the athletes and their apparel, they're wearing the required, you know, we often say, well, the inter-high school step your game up, you know, to basically meet that standard.
Because these schools, they out here representing with their colors. I mean, yes, you know, in the past we used to have like, man, who's school that is? But now we have a definitive.
Can identify.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the inter-primary schools, they have done a tremendous job and improving tremendously in that regard with the uniforms, consistency for the schools. Yeah. And the level of competition too. And then then like I alluded to a while ago, the parents and teachers, principals, school ensuring that athletes participate and are active participants?
Like I said again, guys, I want to give a shout out to the Sports Commission, the TC3As, all the volunteers, the helpers that made this event possible.
Yes.
They always say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, this is the village, and you see what our kids were able to do today on this field meeting. And like I say, 575 athletes.
Yeah.
You were able to keep them contained. They entertained you. There was no issues. That shows you that this event was actually done properly, and everybody played an important role, down to the security guys, the vendors. Everybody played an important role to making this event possible here today.
And we're saying 500 plus students, and I'm talking about little kids.
Yep.
This is a massive event, and it requires a massive level of coordination, collaboration, organization. So, yes, I have to commend the Sports Commission and TC3As also, because this is not a difficult feat to pull off. I think we look from behind the camera, but a lot of work goes on behind the scenes.
Right.
A lot of work.
Right. And in mentioning behind the scenes, Donovan pointed out earlier of the project that allowed the
guys behind the cameras,
you know, those individuals behind the camera, and the excellent work that they've been doing,
and
the
like
wonderful angles that they've been providing,
the angles of
and all.
You know, before you wouldn't be able to see. Now you can see around the curve. You can see the back scratch, the handovers. So they've done a remarkable job in terms of giving us angles to see what's going on.
Indeed. The only drawback for me, and Donovan, is the fact that I needed to see the stands being filled up more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. I wanted the stands to be leaning, you know. But the technology, of course, they're allowed to, you
they can stream
in the comfort of your home, at the office, wherever you are on the go. We've been able to provide this inter-primary championships to you at very high quality.
Oh yes.
Well, for me personally, like I said again, this event has grown, and their production and broadcasting of all of our sporting events at Turks and Caicos Mini has been put on a whole different level in terms of, you know, to begin with, we only could have hear them via airways.
Yes.
Now you can see, you know, sight, sounds, and everything that goes along with an event. From basketball, football, straight up to track and field, you get to see every nook and cranny. And that speaks volumes in terms of where the sport can grow to.
Yeah, so with that said, we've seen progress on all ends, from the athletes, the participation, the organization, from not just the schools, but the TC3As and the Sports Commission, but also to the progression of technology, which has enabled us to deliver a better product in terms of for the fans, the delivery of the product for the fans. And that's why some would say, you know, they prefer to stay home in the comfort of their home as opposed to coming out here in the sun. But
we were talking about that earlier.
So that's an element to it, where some, even on the go, the mobile devices, they can stream.
Definitely. They don't have to be limited to sitting in front of their computer screens.
Exactly.
You know, you get to see your kid. I mean, if you couldn't make the trip,
still
having either to see your kid do, you know, their
And I was going to stress, especially for those people in the family islands, but in Provo, you know, yes, we would like for you to come out here and be here in the stadium, but those in the family islands, we know some of them wouldn't be able to travel, so they've enjoyed the coverage, and we commit to getting better each year.
So, Minnie, I got a question to ask you, Mr. Baxter, and I don't want to be, so they say, I don't want to be full with our bright. But what do you think happens to this event next year if somehow one event didn't come and quadruple? I don't know.
Well, it can't be the one at Clinton Inter-Primary School Championships, of course. It can't be. You know, so I'm willing to bet that, you know, someone will step up.
Well, definitely. I mean, Enid Capron has shown. Remember, last year, IND Pratt was Richmond Hills. They were the challengers coming into the event.
Yes.
This year now, we see that Enid Capron has emerged and now put forward, hey, I'm here to challenge you. We're not going to just run away with this event. So it'll be interesting to see next year. I mean, because remember, every year, school loses their top athletes, and we don't know what crop of athletes are coming behind that.
There you go. Yes. There you go. So I'm willing to wager, Donovan, and I mean, Ona Clinton will be toppled next year.
Yes.
I wonder if Sharon is hearing us.
Definitely will. Well, my thing is, again, just saying, if that happens, what then?
Wait, we'll name the trophy after them?
That's what I'm saying. We won't go so far.
Listen, I will say, after that, they are no longer invited to this event. I think that would be unfair. I think they will have to sit out a year and allow something to happen, please.
It will be time. Yes.
I think once it's stressed that 3 straight years, that hopefully there'll be motivation enough for all the other schools.
Oh, definitely. The other schools, listen, and no doubt in my mind, the other schools will do their homework. Understand what, listen, meaning, every year we always see an emerging school. Like we spoke about Richmond Hill. This year I was really impressed with Community Christian. They were the standout bunch to me. Then you would see the Provo Christian Academy. All these schools, you wouldn't hear them any other way, but to see them come out and do this, you'd be like, wow, okay, they really have some talent. Xavier Carey from Community Christian, he surprised me in terms of his running. And we had the same thing last year with the gentleman from from Richmond Hills.
Yes.
So every year you find these athletes or the bright stones from each school that goes out and do and really showcase their ability and what they've worked on with their coaches.
Yes.
And that is what is impressive about the championships itself, because you find that the non-traditional schools, we can say non-traditional now, right? The non-traditional schools are coming up. They're presenting athletes that can compete.
Oh yes.
On the bigger stage with the top schools, and that augurs well for the championships. Yeah, it's a young, but we're growing and we're improving.
Yeah. That makes the event, better in my opinion, because at the end of the day, you always want to have our premier athletes at these type of events.
Absolutely.
That way, for sure the level of competition will always be higher. And we know that whole slogan that iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So we have no issues with that whole process.
Yes. And then it was good that we saw this also with the high school, with the performance of Wesley Methodist. And so
yes, definitely.
It's a trend that in the primary ranks and the high school ranks, we're seeing schools that were not traditionally schools that excelled in sports, but now they're stepping their game up. And it's good to see. It's good to see. And I hope that the students that perform well at the primary level, that they'll also elevate at the high school level.
Yes.
But meaning, my hope and always will be with this whole process is that these kids understand competition.
Yes.
Understands rivalry. Like, we can be the best of friends. But once we hit that done.
We leave it on the track.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you and be cool with you.
Yeah.
Now, when the event over, we can talk. But during the event, oh, buddy, we ain't shaking hands. I ain't smiling.
We competing.
I was telling Mr. Baxter about a race yesterday. At the starting line, there was a lot of jarring between an athlete from Enid Capron and the other one from Cedar Jolly. Meaning the race kicks off. Coming around the bend, the athlete from Cedar Jolly is off the bend first. And the athlete from Enid Capron draws even with him, takes off. So once he crossed the line, meaning he stopped and gave him a mean still. Like, buddy, I hear.
And I was telling Donovan that I was in the stands yesterday, and I saw that from in the stands. Yes, I saw it. I'm like, wow, that's competition.
So he understands that. Even today, meaning he crossed the finish line in the relay, he's doing the giddy. I said, oh my God, this guy, like, he understands competition and what he's supposed to do. Yeah. All right, guys, they're going to do now some medal presentations. We're going to now go to the medal presentations, and when we get back, you will see the parade of schools, medal presentation, and also the championship trophies. And we're going to seek to have some interviews with some of the coaches here at the 2024 Inter-Primary Championship. So, guys, out first is the Jaguars from Cedar Jolly. Then followed by Provo Christian Academy.
So they're coming out all looking.
Oh, definitely. All the schools are going to parade out, guys. You're going to have the opportunities to. But meaning, not outside. We were talking about, Doris Robertson may not have the numbers.
Yes.
But the school showing up at this event is very important, meaning because you want to give the kids this opportunity to be a part of this. Yes. Showcase what they can do. We'll be small, but we mighty. And end of story. We're going to come out and do what we do. And that for me was very important. It didn't matter to me what you did. Your kids got the experience, and that's all that matters.
Yes, agreed. it's all about competition and competing and coming back the next year.
Right.
And not just having the experience, but gaining the experience and helping you to propel you to do better.
To do better. There you go.
Well, that's all we want to do is get better. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I mean, growing. That's all we can ever do is grow.
Yes.
So, for me personally, I'm just we are waiting on the coach, trying to seek an interview with her so we can get an idea before we definitely go to the
medal presentation.
To the medal presentation.
The director of sports is now taking to the field.
Yes.
The athletes are coming across. They're lining up. Still have enough energy to line up after 3 days of competition, I mean.
Yes. Just when those kids are so excited, I see some of them running onto the field.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Listen, these kids get
Irish
energy
dogs.
out of this world.
Yes.
Energy out of this
They're
world.
running onto the field. Eliza Simons also marshalling on.
And then they come.
All right, guys, we're getting ready for the medal presentation, but we're here now awaiting the coach. All right, folks, we are now joined by the coach from the Ona Clinton Primary School, guys. For our listening audience, please introduce yourself. You're no stranger to this table.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Acacia Downer, Ona Clinton PE teacher, coach, certified level 1 IAF coach. Good afternoon, everyone.
Listen, we've been talking about this all day. We've now coined the phrase. We will no longer say something is over. We'll now say it's uno. That's it. That's the phrase that we're using. It's uno.
Thank you, thank you.
I want to say, because we were talking about it, it's difficult. Well, it's easier to coach a senior athlete, but to be able to coach the junior athletes and get them to understand structure, be able to train day in and day out. How was that for you and your team in terms of getting that together?
Well, I guess because you already have a foundation set.
Yes.
And they see the former two years of winnings, everybody want to be a part of that. Ravon and all the former Ona Clinton children have set that pace for them.
Definitely.
So with that, it wasn't that hard.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. This is the three-peat. Unofficially, it's a three-peat. If you guys quadruple, you can't come back to this event no more.
That's not what I'm saying.
That is not that. Listen, and I came in this morning when they gave us the scores 303 to 170. I said, okay, Indy Capron can make up the grounds for 133 points. I was being hopeful.
Okay.
After the first 4 relays, I changed my mind.
What about you? Did you think that Indy Capron could have made up ground, Coach?
I know it was over. I mean, but we said we know it was. I know that honor. It was honor from when I came in this morning. Yes. It was honor all the way. However, let's not put the icing on for them.
Makes sense.
And send them home.
Well, for me personally, I just want to thank you guys and all the schools that participated. But the hard work that you put in with your team, I mean, you guys have done an immaculate job to do this 3 years running. Speaks volumes about the program you have there with your team and what you guys, the foundation you guys have set. Going forward, I guarantee you, again, we talk about you athletes will leave. But with that program, it doesn't matter who's there. You guys set the ground and you guys build from the ground up. So that way there, an athlete may leave, but you have somebody else that fills in the gap.
Certainly, certainly. Like I said, every school have at least going just the same.
Yes.
But they have to first believe, want it, and if they have the foundation set, then they will nothing but take it forward from there.
But for you now as a coach, seeing your athletes come out and do what they've done over this 3-day period, that has to do your heart with.
Yes, yes. And I'm now 3-year triple. I'm now going to be seeking some sponsorship. I'm going to be visiting Florida Digital.
Oh, definitely.
I'm leading again. I did it last year, and I'm coming this year. I would love for one of them to contact Under Glenton principal or the coach myself. We will probably want to wear y'all on Digicel or Flow on the front of our chest and represent you proudly. So I'm asking if we could get some company to sponsor us with a food program, because the athlete, it's there. The talent is there. We just need a food program. We need some jerseys. We need somebody to keep us, because we are there as coaches, but we need the other things now, the nutrition part, to put everything together.
Yes.
Well, for me, again, thank you for stopping by, and I'm going to let you get with your team and celebrate. But before we get out of here, if it's not too much to get into or any issue, at first, the start of the mixed medley, you guys were in, then you guys were out.
That's a sad one right
Okay,
there.
definitely. Because we were talking about it last year, and after you be familiar with Australia, I was telling him, in the mixed medley, she had ran down a guy in the particular race. And almost like we saw the athlete from me last time, it's almost due. So we were talking about it, and that's like, it's crazy when you see the mix. But then now where you have a boy can go against a girl, with our athletes, it doesn't even matter. Because, again, I'm going to go out and give my best. Doesn't matter what it is. All right, but guys, they're going to get ready to start the medal presentation. We're going to let you go with your team and enjoy again.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach Dona.
Yes.
And 3-peat, is it almost in the bag, Donovan?
Almost in the bag. I think it's in the bag now.
All righty. Thank you so much,
that
guys.
bag is on its way to Grand Park. Don't worry about that.
Thanks to all the support of all the family, friends, parents, students, everybody. It was a team effort. Grand Turk. We love you guys, and we bring back home to Grand Turk.
See, they tell me I have to be inconspicuous, so I was trying to hide my orange today, but it's okay.
Well, there you go.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, guys. They're now going down for the medal presentation.
All right.
Mr. Jarrett and Mr. Amin McCarthy. And now we're going to invite Miss Edith Skippins, President of the Turks and Caicos Amateur Athletic Association, to come and give remarks. Please welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon, boys and girls, teachers, coaches, directors from any reporting bodies that are actually here today, or any department of government or our corporate entity here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. I am so happy and elated that we have now drawn near to the closing of this fantastic 3-day event for our primary school championships. In a little while, some of you might have been keeping score and already know who is the winner of this event, but in a little while, the whole world will have the official results of this event. So I'd like to say congratulations to all of the schools and all of the athletes that took part, because as you can see, everyone was trying to put their best forward. That being said, thank you for coming and supporting this event. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to say thank you to my officials. I most definitely can't leave them out. My officials has been putting their foot to the ground and being here at 8 a.m. every morning and doing the best that they can in this hot sun. So give a big round of applause for our officials. Because without the officials, this would not be done. Thank you also to our sponsors and to the government and to the Sports Commission. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Edith Skippins, President of the TC3A. Now we invite Mr. Jared Forbes, Director of the Turks and Caicos Islands Sports Commission, to give remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be very brief, as always. I'd like to congratulate the athletes for such a splendid performance. I'd like to thank the coaches, the schools, the parents for allowing these kids to participate this week. I'd like to thank the TC3A for always doing a great job and getting better every year. And that's because of the commitment of their officials. And I would like to say a special thank you to the officials for doing a great job over the last 3 days. I'd like to thank my team at the Sports Commission, always doing an awesome job. All the volunteers, the Red Cross, the police officers, the Ministry of Health. An event like this takes a lot of moving parts, and we want to thank everyone for playing their part, our sponsors, Graceway IGA with the hydration stations. I know you guys really appreciated that. And I would like to say to you, young athletes, that we see your talent, we see your commitment, we see your passion, but I'd like for you to always remember that you're a student first. So as you improve in track and field, please continue to do well in school, right? If you want to be great, you have to be great in the school, in the classroom first. And once you do that, then be great on the track. Do you guys agree? Do you agree? All right. Thank you, everyone. And it was a great weekend, a great last 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Forbes, Director of the TCI Sports Commission. And now we'll invite Mr. Amin McCarthy, PS, on behalf of the Minister of Education, Youth, Sports, and Social Services, Honorable Rachel Taylor. Please make him welcome as he brings remarks on her behalf.
Thank you very much. And as stated, I bring remarks on behalf of the Minister of Education, Honorable Rachel Taylor, who would have loved to be here, but she had to be in Grand Turk for the House of Assembly. Nevertheless, I know the Minister would say that she's proud of each and every one of you students who performed today. So proud, very proud, and would like to commend you for your level of competition, your obedience to, and being organized and listening and lining up for your races. And we, at the Ministry of Education, we're also supportive, we're always supportive of your physical and educational development. So we're committed to providing the necessary facilities, training, and whatever you need to excel physically and also academically. So once again, congratulations. And I would also like to thank the Sports Commission, the TC3As, the volunteers, the officials, the parents, the teachers, persons who contributed to this event, sponsors, everyone who made this quite an event, and also the fans, not just here at the stadium, but those listening online, always supportive. And I see we have our uniform groups, the cadets, the police, everyone who contributed to the success of these 3 days that really celebrated our athletes, our primary school athletes. So thank you, everyone, and athletes, we celebrate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy, who brought remarks on behalf of the Honorable Rachel Taylor. All right, now this is the time we all are waiting for when we are going to medal our athletes for doing an awesome job. Give them a rousy round of applause, please. They deserve every bit of it. You saw the spirit out here over those last 3 days, and they did awesomely. All right, so starting with the 9 and under girls, 4 by 100 meters finals. In third place, we have Ona Glinton with the bronze medal. Please give them a rousy round of applause. Ona Glinton primary. They received the bronze medal. This is the 4 by 100 meters relay. 8, 9 and under. 9 and under. In second place is Enid Capron. They receive the silver medal. And receiving the gold medals, Osita Jolly. Well done, teams. Thank you. And now we're going to move on to the 9 and under boys 4 by 100 meters relay. In third place is Ianthe Pratt receiving the bronze medals. Give them a rousing round of applause. Ianthe Pratt. Receiving the silver medals, Thelma Lightborn Primary. And receiving the gold medals, Enid Capron Primary School. Thank you. And moving on to the 11 and under girls 4 by 100 meters relay. In a third place, receiving the bronze medal, Elite School. In a second place, receiving the silver, is Ona Glinton Primary. And receiving the gold medals, Eliza Simons Primary. I'm sure we do better than that. Come on, cheer them on. This was hard work. 3 days of hard work. Thank you, thank you. And now we're moving on to the 11 and under boys 4 by 100 meters. In the third place, receiving the bronze medal, is the INC Pratt Primary School. Come on, let me hear the cheers. Receiving the silver medal is the Osita Jolly Primary School. And receiving the gold medal is the Ona Glenton Primer. Put your hands together as you cheer them on. Hard work pays off. Thank you. Well done, boys. All right, we're moving on to the 13 and under girls 4x100 meters relay. In a third place, receiving the bronze medal, is the Enid Capron Primary School. Receiving the silver medal is the Community Christian Academy. Please cheer them on. Well done. And receiving the gold is Iris Stubbs Primary. Thank you, girls. Now we move on to the 13 and under boys 4x100 meters relay. In a third place, we have Richmond Hills Preparatory. In a second place, we have the Iris Stubbs Primary. And in first place, we have Ona Glinton Primary. All right, thank you, boys. And the last one for this segment is mixed sprint medley, 1600 for the 13 and under. In third place is the Eliza Simons Primary. They received the bronze medals. Eliza Simons. In second place, receiving the silver medals, is the Ianthe Pratt Primary. And receiving the gold medal is Iris Stubbs Primary School. And this is the mixed 13 and under 1600 sprint medley. Well done, guys. All right, and we are going to be awarding the champion girl and boy for the 9 and under, 11 and under, and 13 and under. Of course, we will acknowledge the overall champion girl for the 13 and under. So, the champion girls for the 9 and under are Sarah Rose and Miana Vernos from the Osita Jolly Primary School. They each received 20 points. 20 points. Champion girl 9 and under, Sarah Rose and Miana Vernos from the Osita Jolly Primary School. Come on, come on. Cheer them on. They deserve it. Well done, girls. Well, well done. Thank you, girls. And now the champion boy for the 9 and under is Wormsley Nowell from the Osita Jolly Primary School. He received a total of 33 points. Clap him, clap him, clap him. Cheer him on. He did awesomely. And now, well done. And now we move on to the 11 and under champion girl, Alea Williams from the Ona Clinton Primary School. She received 21 points. Clap her on, clap her, clap her. Keep the cheers going. Keep the cheers going. Well done, Alea. All right, and now we have the champion boy for the 11 and under, Marvin's Doris Carr. He is from the Community Christian Academy, and he received 40 points. He is the overall champion boy. Give him a rousing round of applause, please. This is no ordinary feat. Clap him on. Yes, well done. Well done, Marvins. Keep it up. All right, moving on to the other category. Champion girl for the 13 and under, Naisha Petit. She received a total of 26 points from the INC Pratt Primary School. Well done, Naisha. All right, and our champion boy for the 13 and under is Schneider Registry from the Ona Clinton Primary. He received a total of 29.33 points. Yes, Schneider Registry. All right, so this is the overall standing for all the events from day one through to day 3 for the inter-primary school championships. In 6th place, we have Richmond Hills Preparatory. In 5th place is Iris Stubbs Primary School. In 4th place is the INC Pratt Primary School. In 3rd place is the Osita Jolly Primary School. Please come forward. Please come forward. In 2nd place, we have the Enid Capron Primary School. And of course, in 1st place, wearing the bright orange, they could not hide on this track, is the Ona Clinton Primary School. They are the champions for the inter-primary school for 2024. Please cheer them on. Well done, schools. Well done, coaches. Well done. Yes, they are simply the best, of course. They did well. All right, and this ends our last day of our inter-primary championships for the year 2024. Thank you all for being here. See you next year. God bless. Have a great day.
I'm good. All right, guys. This is now the conclusion of the 2024 Inter-Primary School Championships. There you have it. You now have what it's all culminated to. Asita Jolly taking third place, Enid Capron taking second. And the defending champions, now three-time champions, all the way from Grand Turk, the Una Glinton Primary. And you guys missed this three-day event. These kids put on a heck of a show. Shout-outs to all of the schools that participated, all 21 of you. Definitely, want to give a shout-out to the 5 to 7 age group. You guys were immaculate. You guys came with energy and gave it all to us. Every athlete left it all out on the track. Shout-outs to all our champion boys and girls. Definitely the coaches, the parents, the teachers, everybody that made this event possible, all of you fans out there in Radio Land. And this one is called Uno. Good day, Turks and Caicos.
Waterloo Holdings Investment Limited, a proud sponsor of Turks and Caicos Islands school sports.
It wasn't always like this, you know. The guns, the violence, it drove them over the edge.
I've been running the 100-meter dash my entire life, and the gun still scares me.
Where you going? Officer Mitchell, cuff him.
That could never be you. You don't hang around those criminals.
Wait, you got that gas money?
It wasn't always like this, you know. The guns, the violence, it drove them over the edge.
I've been running the 100-meter dash my entire life, and the gun still scares me.
Where you going? Officer Mitchell, cuff him.
That could never be you. You don't hang around those criminals.
Wait, you got that gas money?